Hello there. Oh, welcome to hell. How are you doing today? You're doing good? Wonderful. I have been waiting for you. Oh, of course I know who you are. You are famous around these parts. Um, so many people worship you here in a way that is honestly a little bit problematic. You know, our Lord, the devil, of course, has a little bit of a problem with how much you've sort of taken up space in people's minds here. But don't worry. Don't worry. I know it's your first time here. I was specifically assigned to you to ensure your safe and easy transition into hell. Yes, absolutely. Oh, of course, yeah. You're in hell here. No, you're not going to heaven or anything like that. Not even purgatory. No, that punishment. Purgatory as a punishment is a bit too kind for you. Heaven, of course, is no one of your status would be in heaven. Let's be honest. So. I think that you know that you're in hell, but I think what you don't know is that you are in the very depths of hell. You know, there are, of course, the 7 layers yes, of course, there are 7 layers, but you are, we did create a new layer for you. Yeah, the 8th layer. Yeah. So it's kind of important that we go over these things because it is new and things are changing. Things are changing around here, you know? So let's just go ahead and get started. So I, of course, know your name, Mr. Musk, of course, but could I get your full name? And if you would, every name and every alias you've ever had, any name that you've used to, to not pay any taxes, any name that you've used to perhaps evade any crimes that you've committed, anything of the sort. We're going to need that here. And if you don't, you are going to, in fact, sort of explode from the inside. You'll be reconstituted, of course, but the pain of being exploded will, of course, happen for the amount of times that you don't answer. So I would prefer if you did answer, okay? Okay. So. Okay. Is that with an... Okay. Aton Cusk? Who even bought that? Okay. Okay. And could I get the age of your death? Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I expected for someone of your wealth to live a lot longer, you know. What happened to the whole brain chip thing? I thought you were going to live forever and that sort of thing. You realized it was a futile effort, and you're sort of you're blowing smoke up your own butt. Absolutely. No, we knew that already. So okay. And could I get how many children you have? We do have the number, but we want to make sure you know how many you have, just because we want to make sure you know how neglectful you've been and how terrible of a father you've been to the amount of children, how many times you've actually done it. Okay. No, there are more. There are more than that. Yeah, do you remember? Okay. Wow. You're really lowballing it. Okay. Okay, and could I get your cause of death? Yes, I have to write it down because sometimes we have, the actual cause of death, but we want to see what you think happened. Yeah, well, the thing is, your actual cause of death might not cause you any trauma. Like if you're stabbed and you end up, bleeding to death, the cause of death is, loss of blood. But the trauma that's caused to you is the stabbing, right? So we want to make sure we can draw upon that trauma to really torture you while you're in hell here. So we want to make sure we know. Yes. Well, we knew that your life was forfeit as soon as Luigi got out, right? So what we're going to have to do here is ensure that you know that it's not just Luigi, of course. There's a lot of people wanted you dead. It's not a problem, really, honestly. More people should have wanted you dead, but it's okay. It's okay. Humanity will recover. from the mistake of keeping you alive, of course. So, okay. All right. Now, could I ask what living arrangements you would prefer, right? So we, of course, have some form of... we have sort of like bunk bed situations. We have small houses. We already have something prepared for you. So this is mainly just for us to know like what you expect. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not what's going to happen. Yes. I know you want to have sort of like a bunk bed roommate situation with Jeffrey Epstein, but unfortunately he is, he is a little busy at the moment. Oh, he's being tortured too. Do not worry. But I know you really wanted to be friends with him, and you really wanted to get on his good side, but that's not really going to happen here. We're not really in the business of making dreams come true here. So let's just make sure that I put that down here just so that the devil can know what you expected. He's going to get a good laugh out of it, if anything. So, okay. And could I get from you your estimated sin counter? So how many people you've wronged, how many things you've done wrong, just in general, like how much of a bad person do you think you have been? But we want to make sure that you understand how much, how bad you've actually been, right? So how evil you've actually been. So let's just ensure, and can you give me a number? Come on. Triple digits? That's too little. You have to go higher. Higher? Just a little higher. It's just a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, you're still about like half of what but you're getting closer. So. Okay, well, that's all the basics that I need from you, Mr. Musk. So, please, have a seat. All the seats are going to burn you, of course. So, it is going to be a bit torturous, but I'm going to make you wait for a little bit before I get to the orientation, okay? Okay, so just wait for a second. Okay, so just checking this, and you're going to be, okay. Here, okay, I'm ready for you. So, let's just go ahead and get started with a bit of the orientation here. So, like I said before, you are in hell. Welcome to hell. So, it's trust me. It is. It's going to be a hoot for you. It's going to be really fun. So, let's just talk about a little bit of the hell layout, because of course this is a new, just sort of a new level that we've made specifically for you and your kind. What are your kind? Oh, I say you and your kind. I do mean billionaires, but I know technically you're not a billionaire anymore. You are, of course, a trillionaire. So that's why we've sort of separated you from the group a little bit and made sure that we're going to torture you in even worse ways than the billionaires. But don't worry, your fellow billionaires are going to be tortured in their own capacity. So do not worry about that. So first, of course, we have in hell, we have the billionaire quarter, right? So a good portion of this floor is going to be dedicated to all the billionaires out there, the Bill Gates, your Amazon CEOs, and your really anybody, absolutely any billionaire that you can think of is going to be here, because obviously, if you are a billionaire, you most likely, or most definitely, gained that money through some form of exploitation, and really the lost opportunity of the fact that you have so much money and you could have done so much for the world, and you refused to do so every single day. Honestly, was I wouldn't say selfish. I would say evil. So. That is, of course, their notable people is going to be, of course, like your Bill Gates, your low class billionaires, the billionaires that try not to really talk about being billionaires, but that's all they're really known for is being billionaires. It's your CEOs, it's the people that they job hunt, not hunt, hop, job hop, from like place to place to ensure that they're able to keep their billionaire status. There is of course some government employees that are here. Any billionaires that are that worked for the government in some capacity. Any government, doesn't have to be, but that amount of money within the government does lead to a lot of corruption. So we did end up putting them here and lumping them in here. We tried to have, our own like political, but then we'd have non-billionaires there as well. And we wanted to really keep this floor, specific to just billionaires. So anyway, that's going to be that quarter. Any questions so far? No, you won't be able to visit. There's no visitation here. At most, what you'll be able to do is sort of look on and see that their torture might be better than your torture, but you're not going to be able to get there. I'm so sorry. No. I can see that. Stop it. I can see that scheming face of yours. You are not going to be able to get out of this. You can't just make, you can't just buy a new company or whatever. This is hell. And you are not the boss here. So next up, we're going to have the pop star square. So of course, there are billionaires who are pop stars, and we wanted to ensure that, we are very, very fair when it comes to the billionaires that are here, right? We do not discriminate. So, of course, you're going to have your Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift. Any billionaire that is also a pop star in some capacity is going to be here. Your Justin Bieber, your... he might not be a billionaire now, but he will. Don't worry. So you're going to get all of that here, and what ends up happening is that there's a lot of jealousy when it comes to the pop stars, a lot of envy, and a lot of emotional trauma, right? So there's a lot of emotional turmoil and emotional torture that happens there. Really draw upon, they're very emotional pop stars. They sing about a lot of things, and and of course, some of that is due to the fact of how their life was. So we can't put all the blame on them, but they did have a lot of resources, and we do end up finding it a bit uncouth how they've been acted in the past. So we've ended up putting them all together just so that they can torture each other a little bit, a sort of good place sort of situation. It's very good. It's very lovely, and honestly, a lot of the devils here really like to sort of sit around, have some popcorn, and just sort of watch it unfold. It's kind of funny. So. Oh, no, you won't be included. You may be evil, but you yourself are not the devil. If you were, you'd be a little bit of a better person, right? So, it's a bit of an insult to devil kind to even insinuate that you are the devil. And you're far, far worse. So, just get that out of your mind now. Don't even bother. So we also, of course, have the Pedo Speedo pool. That is going to be, it's not really a pool. Instead, it is, burning hellfire. It is where, of course, all of the billionaires, your Jeffrey Epsteins, are going to be. Of course, there are no children in hell. We're not monsters here. So what, of course, is going to happen is they're just going to be tortured forever. And that is partially why we are not able to put Mr. Epstein with you in like a bunk bed sort of situation as much as you wanted. Yeah. And of course we do have the war criminal nativity. This floor is, of course, for billionaires, and some war criminals are billionaires, but not all war criminals are billionaires. But we wanted to ensure that there's a little bit of an understanding, right, of like different kinds of evil and different kinds of torturous situations, right? So we made sure to bring some war criminals, put them in their own nativity, their own torture situation, in sort of like a museum, enshrined. We've got Hitler, we've got Benjamin Netanyahu, we've got many, many, many U.S. presidents, including the current one. So, really, if you ever get bored, if your torture ever feels too much, you can look at the war criminal nativity and see that things could be worse. So, okay, with that, that's our hell layout for this floor. Do you have any questions so far? Where are you going to be? Oh, we'll get to that. Don't worry. Let's get to your house, actually. So your house is the first one. You are, of course, a trillionaire, and we didn't want to make a floor for you. We don't want to dedicate that much to you because we didn't want to give you the satisfaction. So, but we did build your own little house for you. Don't worry. It's small, but it's quaint. I know how much you love quaint, small. It's not very showy. You in your human life and your, before here you were very showy, right? We wanted to make sure that you are able to understand that being quaint isn't bad. But it is, of course, it's going to be small, like your dignity. We like to do stuff like that. And then inside is going to be pictured every person, every living soul whose life is better now that you're gone. We just wanted to make sure, and every day you're going to take at least 10 minutes while you're sort of burning and your flesh is melting off. We wanted to make sure that you're able to look at every person and understand. There's going to be descriptions. Mentally you'll get all this information sort of downloaded to you using the chip that you've created, of course, right? So and you're going to be able to understand these people and how they've suffered a little bit, even if it's a little bit or a lot, because of you. Okay, that is great. I don't want to ruin the surprise. No, you'll go to your home and you'll see everything else that's in there, all the different ways that we're going to torture you. We'll just leave that up to you. That's really, it's really, honestly, really fun for us devils to see your reaction. So, and of course, we do have some activities. You can go to any of the other, living situations, but not whenever you want, but you can go there every so often. You can't participate and they won't know that you're there. We just want to make sure that you're able to see what you're missing out on, because your torture is going to be the worst one. So it is going to be tough for you, but don't worry, it's not going to be for a very long time. It is going to be for eternity. So but eternity isn't that long, especially if you get used to it. Oh yeah. I mean, eternity is like, it's forever, right? It's like infinity. But that is not something really for you to understand. And with that, that's everything that I needed to go over. If you had any questions for me, is there anything you could do to get out of this? I'm so sorry, Elon Musk. I think that you misunderstand the situation here. You can't just sort of call the manager or sort of whine about it on social media or anything like that. There is no social media here. And don't worry. One of the few things that we did do and ensure so that you can't sort of do your thing is that we did remove the letter X from your vocabulary and from your knowledge. So I know that's your favorite letter. So I just want to make sure that is just so that you understand that it's not evil. The obsession with X is just it's just a little bit cringe, and there's nothing worse for us than seeing a human be cringe. So we just want to make sure that you are able to not use that anymore. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I would have you sign here, but look at that, it's magically already there. So we are good to go. You will magically be teleported to your torture, and I will never have to see you again unless I decide to. So it was wonderful seeing you. I'm truly happy that you're here. Okay then. Bye-bye.